contributions to Social Security signals the beginning of the end. Payroll tax holiday is anything but. And this is what they say. This comes from now Barbara Kennelly. Barbara used to serve in the House of Representatives. I've known Barbara for years. She's now the president and CEO of the National Committee to Preserve Social Security, one of the strong senior groups in America. And this is what Barbara says, and I quote, "Even though Social Security contributed nothing to the current economic crisis, it has been bartered in a deal that provides deficit-busting tax cuts for the wealthy. Diverting $120 billion in Social Security contributions for a so-called tax holiday may sound like a good deal for workers now, but it's bad business for the program that a majority of middle-class seniors will rely upon in the future." And that's what the National Committee to Preserve Social Security and Medicare says about that agreement, and I agree with them. So for all of us who understand that Social Security is life and death for tens of millions of Americans today and will be vitally important for working people as they reach retirement age, that we understand that Social Security has done a great job. You know, Mr. President, a few minutes ago you were on the floor talking about the strong work that our federal employees do, and you're absolutely right. Sometimes we also take for granted that Social Security has been an enormous success. It has done exactly what those people who created it wanted it to do. Nothing more, nothing less. It succeeded. It has taken millions and millions of seniors out of poverty, given them an element of security. It has also helped people with disabilities maintain their dignity. Widows and orphans are also getting help.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gamer City League Season 3. I am Steven, going to be on the cast for you tonight, here with my buddy, my pal, Jake.
It's a me, a Jake.
And Jake, we have quite the matchup tonight, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We have the crispy Cantos versus TCC. Wait, no, that is the crispy Cantos.
Yep.
Team 2 doesn't have a name yet.
No, we got the soy Gengars that came up with a name.
Soy Gengars? That's their
3 minutes
name?
ago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
As of 3 minutes ago.
The soy boy Gengars.
Soy boy Gengars.
They're just the soy Gengars, but I'm going to call them the soy boy Gengars because, come on.
SBG. That's a really solid abbreviation right there. SBG rolls off the tongue well.
Yeah, it does. Great flow, great flow. And honestly, if you're looking at the stream, you can see the icons we got here too. And boy
howdy.
Boy howdy indeed.
Yeah, no, it's looking like we're gonna get a really good matchup tonight between the soy boy Gengars and the crispy Cantos. Let's take a look at our teams. We have a little bit of time before we get into the game.
Yeah.
And so,
I mean, we also have currently one of the players playing ranked right now, but that's not important.
Yeah, I mean, they got to grind ranked so they could be placed into a higher priority carry position in the next league.
Yeah, it's clearly like our standards are so high here that you know we our players have to be a certain level in ranked to get in, so they got to grind their ranked levels right now.
That's true. I think it's also, if you actually hit plat, you're actually available to become a carry for your team. So
honestly, I think gold 3 you can carry.
Gold 3 is that our limit now?
Yeah.
Are we falling that far? Is that God? What are we doing here? No,
We're here
it's
for a good
okay.
time. That's all, folks.
We are here for a good time. They
And the
are
Larkin
still
body
in that.
pillow.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good time, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, Stu's in a 37-minute ranked game.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on her and Lily. Lily's client apparently is having loading issues. So,
Oh,
Jake,
I did have a nice fun update today where it tried to install the Riot client for me.
Yeah, no, I have the Riot client. Riot client looks all right. I mean, it'll still take a little getting used to, but I think that it's I think it's for the better when it has everything coming out of like one client. So looks like we are about to get into pro draft, but before then, Jake, why don't you introduce our teams today?
All right.
So on the Crispy Cantos, let's start with them.
We of course have our favorite of the Crispy Cantos, Josh, the wonderful one-trick Annie mid laner. We got the Arnolds, I think.
We do. Do you know their first names?
It's one named. It's Albit.
It's Albit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say.
It's a regional dialect.
Yeah, it's a regional dialect. Very hard to pronounce.
It's actually an upstate New York dialect. From
in case y'all don't know, I am an upstate New Yorker, so yeah. First of all, before we get into pro draft, shouldn't we be doing our poll or bits?
Yes. And now we are into Champ Select, or rather the pro draft of Champ Select, and so very excited to see where this is going to go. Where?
Oh, we got more. We got
link,
Chris and I believe Stu as well as on that team.
I got here after it was posted. But because I'm looking at the stream right now, I do see that it is a first ban Twitch. Interesting. What do you think of the first ban Twitch? Has not been picked or banned, I believe, in any game
I think they forgot that they're not playing against Larkin.
That is definitely something that could be happening.
Yep. And second ban, we got a Trundle here.
Yeah. And looks like they're hovering the MF. Perhaps a little bit of PTSD from yesterday's loss versus the Trash Pandas. The MF was quite a force yesterday. If you missed that game, it was a great series. Definitely go back and watch it. You can find all the VODs on the Gamer City Twitch and YouTube channels, GamerCityLeague on YouTube.
Make sure you subscribe. We gotta get that.
Please subscribe to both the Twitch and the YouTube.
We did miss out on September though on this on starting the streams when we started the season. Looks like Misfortune was the ban for the Crispy Cantos and the Soy Gengars. Here I've got Lulu. Steven, you want to introduce us to the Soy Gengars here?
I would love to, Jake. So on the Soy Gengars side, we have in the top lane, I believe. We have the booty popper himself, Mikey. Mikey in the top lane, I think. Let me bring up the rosters, because this roster has gone under a little bit of change since the beginning of the season, and so I'm just making sure that I have all my information up to date. So we have, I believe, Luke in the top lane, Andrew holding up the jungle, mid lane Lily, always a force in the mid lane.
Always.
There's what was that? We have a Tom Kench ban, and it looks like a Malzahar ban to
I can't
round
see
out the bans.
But I can see Malzahar.
The Tom Kench was put in the chat because they missed it.
Okay.
Crispy Canos, Let's talk about this Annie pick. It's the first time he's going to be able to play it here in League Season 3. Jake, can you go over what makes this pick so good for Crispy Cantos?
I mean, in all honesty, it's a great pick for Josh. He's, counting to 4 has always been a struggle, but I think he's finally gotten the hang of it. And, he's been doing really well with Annie, as far as I've seen in, playing with him in customs and ARAMs. I think I've played like 2 over the summer. I've been real good in my league here.
Mm-hmm.
But Josh can carry really well with his Annie.
Yes. And that Viego is going to be picked up for the Soy Gengars. That could be going into the jungle with Andrew. Could also be going mid or top. However,
with York pick, that looks like, or hovered York, that looks like it's probably not. Yeah, it looks like a top York to me. Or Andrew's been playing him
in the top lane. Luke has been playing quite a bit of York. York with Hullbreaker, absolutely disgusting. I know that our observer right now can attest to that, and I can too. Whenever I play top, I always play York because he's fun and broken. And by the way, Mikey and Adrian are holding up the bot lane for the Soy Gengars.
Oh, I think I forgot to mention poor Stu over there, playing for the Crispy Cantos as well.
Yeah, and Chris. Don't forget Chris.
I did say Chris. I know I said Chris.
Okay. Of course, can't forget Stu.
Himself.
Gone but not forgotten. Well, I mean, I guess forgotten, but
only slightly.
Only slightly forgotten. Is Rammus looks to be the pickup for Arland in the jungle. What do you think of the Ezreal Rammus here?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's an interesting combination, to say the least, of a pick order. Because you've got... Well, are you saving your support for something late?
Well, I think they see the Rammus. They see 2 AD champions, and they think, okay, the Viego... Yes, Amumu, very powerful pick yesterday. Very powerful support pick in general. This can be flexed to the jungle as well if Viego were to go mid lane, because that Yorick is not going anywhere but top. Though it's most likely going to be support Amumu for Adrian. He does like those engaged supports. Obviously, very well known on the Thresh. There's a Seraphine band comes out, and a Silas band in
being hovered right here for the Crispy Cantos.
In response. Seraphine banned very consistently against Stu.
Yep. Stu's Seraphine is a little dirty, and it's almost like free damage for
especially with the buffs to the ult cooldown, which he was already building a lot of anyway.
Yep. Silas ban, I think that's targeting Lily. I've seen her play plenty of Silas.
So they definitely think
makes me think that Viego's not going mid.
Or at least Crispy Cantos believe that it is a Viego jungle Amumu support.
Yep.
Yeah, Silas. Very interesting that Crispy Cantos would ban Silas. Silas was played top yesterday, and it did very well.
It is an interesting ban, but I'm assuming their top laner probably does not want to play that. In a Malphite
they can't ban Malphite.
But that's one of the protected ones, right? New protections, new to this season.
They have that for 2 more matches. This is one of them. Andrew is now realizing his mistake. He has indeed done messed up.
Done goofed.
That's quite a goof.
Yes, it is quite the goof. Looks like a Talon ban. And Andrew is coming up with a replacement to this.
It will be a
Yumi.
Ban. Interesting ban. Ezreal Yumi, very good combo. Very safe lane. And looks like an Ashe for Mikey in the bot lane. Interesting pick there. Really excited to see where they go with the Ashe. They're pretty low damage at this point. Only the Viego is going to really be able to do damage. They're going to really need an AP carry in the mid lane to really round out this team comp. What do you think?
Well,
that
we could be looking at this all wrong. This could be an Amumu jungle, Ashe support, and we're gonna see some spicy ADC last pick.
You know what? You could be right. As the Akshan comes out, that's gonna be that's Malphite. Okay.
Yep.
So it will be the Malphite top lane.
I was about to say that was an interesting choice there.
So
yes,
Malphite
new protections.
Yes,
Malphite.
new protections. Ooh, tell me about this Ahri pick, Jake.
Ooh, that is interesting. I'm assuming that's got to be a support, Ahri, but
I don't think so.
Then we're gonna see a support Annie.
Maybe it might actually. You know what? It might be a support Ahri.
I've seen support Ahri more than I've seen support Annie, but
that's true.
I don't know.
Well, I've definitely seen.
And Vex for the last pick.
Ooh.
All right. We might have a small poop break here for the match.
It's okay. Stu is now 48 minutes into her ranked game.
Is she really?
And so, we'll see if she's still in that game when. All right, guys, we're gonna be right back. We'll see you after some ads. Don't go away. We got Crispy Cantos versus Soy Gengars coming up. Are we still live?
Subscribers, this is your
Unsubscribe.
Subscribers, this is your personal. Yeah.
Yeah, just do that for right now because we got to take a break anyway. This is a test. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
We are just about. Oh, go ahead.
We are just about ready to start us up. I think we are ready, just waiting for our fearless overlords running the show to hit start game.
Yeah. Looks like Soy Boy Gengars is lagging a little bit behind.
Yeah, well, we've got all ready.
Okay, we're good. All right.
And tournament draft to kick us off.
Let's break down these team comps. Jake.
Alrighty.
What do you think of your points of power? What do you think really who won draft? Give me a binary answer, yes or no.
You see, I'm not good at League of Legends, so I don't know. I feel like Josh getting Annie was a pretty big thing for him, but I don't know enough about how the rest of the Sword Gengars are going to play against that, or how many of these matchups are going to go in the lane. Though the Ezreal Ari is going to be an interesting matchup, but Yorick, as I've heard, stomps that top lane, but Malphite, he's rock. He don't die unless you try.
And they have a lot of AD on the side of Soyboy Gengars. In fact, as I understand, is not exactly like a really huge AP carry. It's more utility for the fears, and you can come in and like you're a mage, you can blow people up, but not like some other like Oriana's or like a Syndra or like heavy AP carries. So
by the way, we do have a nice spelling with these bands here in the tournament. I don't know if we can see that. Oh, we can see it on the stream. With a nice, wonderful Aatrox, Seraphine, Soraka band.
XD, very nice.
Yeah. We got someone screaming in Eternal Torment with Akali, Ashkan, Alistar, Nivea, Aphelios. Just immortal.
The classic. But yeah, I think if I had to say who like won draft, I definitely would give it to Crispy Cantos. Josh getting Annie, I feel like it's going to come back to bite Soyboy Gengars.
Indeed.
Just, I mean, it's a power pick, and they didn't really get anything massive in return.
They might get a winning top though if what you say of Yorick is true.
Well, he doesn't exactly win lane, but against a Malphite, it's going to be really hard for the Malphite to really do anything once Yorick gets online.
Yeah.
No, as I say
that's what I mean. Like once we're looking like late game.
I don't know. But then again, once we get late game, I don't know if Crispy Cantos has the wave clear to really deal with like the pushing power of the Yorick. Because it's going to be hard for him to shove in some of these lanes when they have Annie as their best person to wave clear or support Ari. It's going to be really difficult for them to get. And they also have Disengage on the side of Soyboy Gengars. With Vex, they have a Mumu, they have Ashe, a Viego.
Plenty of CC to go around. No, don't forget, folks, you have 3 minutes to get your predictions in before the start of the games. I still see the Larkin body pillow for redeem your points here. 100,000, folks. That's the game.
That is what we're going for. I really don't know who's going to win. I think it's going to be it's going to be a good series.
Just remember, even if you win draft, it's always losable.
It's always losable.
Speaking of which, I should probably up my bet here from just a measly 50. Let's go with.
So, who's your favorite to take the series then, regardless of this
I cannot disclose until we have closed out the betting here. Don't want to influence anyone's decisions or anything like that.
Yeah, it's not like we have insider trading or anything.
No, none of that. None of these players are intentionally throwing the game for a Larkin body pillow, like I 1000% would.
Yeah.
Darn it. GamerCityLeague just redeemed another Larkin body pillow. This guy's done it like...
You're gonna run out! But yes, very exciting stuff. So I should say that it is not Adrian on the Amumu support. It is Matt. He is Arok. He is the substitute for Soy Gengars. And so I just want to make sure that that is there and that everybody knows that it is Matt, not Adrian. I don't want to give Adrian any more credit, and I want to make sure that Matt does get credit for his work today.
And yeah, as a Mumu, he should be putting in work.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, let's talk about some of these players though. This is our first look at Soy Gengars. Obviously, they came up with their name 5 minutes ago. So this is our first look at them. Interesting draft that they have. Looks like they want to play more towards a split push style. Looking for picks with the Amumu, with the Ashe, with the Viego. Meanwhile, it's a lot of team fight for Crispy Cantos. They want to.
Yep, they center themselves around that team fight.
They have Malphite, Annie combo. Rammus can roll in. Ari can get picks. We can also maneuver. Ezreal, same thing. He can poke from the outside. Not a lot of tankiness on the side of Gengars.
That is one thing I did notice. They didn't have that much tank aside from Amumu, really, right?
Yeah. Yorick will probably build a little tanky, but he won't really be in the fights.
Mm-hmm.
And so...
though I do gotta say, looks like these teams have got a nice skin matchup here going on.
Mm-hmm. However, the 3 skinless are on the side of Soy Gengars. So if you voted for them in the poll, I'm sorry, but you have lost. Yes, can we have our gracious host please put that through now? Soy Gengars has lost the skin game. So
yeah, I think we can just finish the rest of the series right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a wrap.
Yep, that's a wrap, folks. It's nice having you out.
Yep, early night tonight, I know, but glad that we saw that Crispy Cantos pull off this win. But in actuality, we are into the game.
And we don't see any spicy invades. I'm very disappointed, though.
Well, there's an invade.
Andrew's a little far for that stealth ward there. Though I also don't see the infamous stew ward, so...
Yes, unfortunately, the stew ward was being a little bit trade upon. We had people would just sit in the bush that she would put it in and then kill her level 1. And so, unfortunately, she did have to...
It does look like, by the way, the ward on blue did get spotted out here by... God, I need to figure out which side's which. The Crispy Cantos.
Yes. They did see it. And yeah, there was an invade, but it was not very spicy.
Unfortunately not.
Rather mild.
You know, it's spicy if you, like, you know, you think, like, sea salt is spicy, but...
Yeah. I'm not that way.
Yeah. I don't know, mayonnaise is a little spicy sometimes.
But yeah, looks like
Luke here, a little late to lane.
Red side starts, well, red buff starts for both. Viego starting top side, Ram is starting bot. So they will be moving towards different sides of the map. 206, 207, 208, 209. Yes, I'm really interested to see how this bot lane turns out, as we do see a spicy invade.
Might see some dueling.
Viego bouncing over. He is gonna get spotted, and it's gonna have a fight. Oh wait, but Andrew's level 2, and he's half health, and he has to flash out. It's a disaster on the invade. Losing lots of time, lots of health, and the flash.
Wow, very good win for Rammus early on here. He could probably steamroll right into a top gank from here if he wanted.
Yeah. He will be spotted out on the ward, but he is rather speedy, so Luke will be able to see. And he is now he's now pushing in with the ghouls, so going to be a lot of damage onto Chris here.
Yep.
It looks like he's just going to go for the scuttle, or at least he's going to go for the scuttle before he goes for a gank.
Yep.
Low on
so
mana
far,
too.
Other lanes are looking pretty even, but does unfortunately look like Luke has been able to crash the wave onto Chris here.
Mm-hmm. He's looking to farm this out really well, though. It's going to be really even on farm anyway.
Yep.
But what is not even on farm is the jungle, with Rammus picking up both scuttles and bot lane holding nearly a 10 CS lead just 4 minutes into the game.
See that scoreboard. Oh wait. I just forget how you bring up the
it's tab, and then you have to like click the little thing in the eye.
It is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then N to bring up the objective timers.
Yeah, I've been clicking on that. Here we go.
But yeah, very mild early game so far. The Amumu and the Ashe really haven't gotten a lot of pressure. It's actually the Ezreal Ahri lane that has the push.
I mean, isn't it a little bit to be expected with as Ahri though? It's a lot of poke.
It's a lot of poke, yeah. But Ashe also has quite a bit of poke. But I guess the double ranged bot lane, as we have a gank mid, gonna be the flash out from Lily, but the ignite and the flash follow. First blood going to the Rammus. As we have another gank in the top lane. Stunned up, Andrew, Pox Conqueror. He's still going on, but it looks like Chris is going to be...
Chris gets right out of there.
Yes. Very spicy gank. There's a move,
very
there's
accurate.
a TP, ignite, a rope going in. There's Matt. Matt is going to get Ashe the kill there with the TP from the Vex. Getting another kill, or the first kill on the side of Soy Gengars to even it up at 1 apiece.
Yep, one right after the other.
Yes, and I appreciate Lily's TP down. Ultimately not necessary, but did help kind of like them from thinking they could go in on the Amumu there. Because the Amumu was really low at the end of that. The Ignite did go on to the Amumu. As Arland is found Andrew again in his jungle, and Andrew does not win this.
He doesn't, but somehow faster than Rammus? What happened?
He was in his mist, and Lily is now here to shadow him. He just
But we also got a Josh here to shadow the shadow.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but obviously you have the scuttle now to shadow the shadow of the shadow. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's quite dark. I can't see anything. However, it's nighttime. Josh getting some good damage onto Lily. Just a little bit of trading in mid lane. Interesting that no priority has been put towards the dragon yet. It is Cloud Dragon, which I really like the ability haste on the ultimate due to the Cloud Dragon. However, it also helps because you know that it's not going to be a Cloud Rift, and Cloud Soul is the least desirable of all 4 souls. So,
why you gotta diss the Cloud Soul like that?
I mean, listen.
Look like the Soy Gengars though are looking to start setting up for drag with Ashe throwing the Hawk over there.
Mm-hmm.
As both teams, it's almost like we predicted.
Yeah.
That they need to start looking at that dragon.
As Chris forced to ult out, but he's gonna get stunned, and he's gonna get down by the flash from the Viego. Good kill and good gank topside.
And a gank on the bot side to follow up.
Ram is coming in. He is going to taunt up the Amumu. Charm coming out of the Ari. It's going to be an easy kill.
There was like 4 of them, I think, down there for that, and they're going right into this drag.
Yes, excellent response by Crispy Cantos to really match up a really even early game here. As Matt decides to TP back to defend. Oh, Chris. Chris. I meant Chris.
Yeah.
And a good dragon take by the side of Crispy Cantos. As another gank might be coming out. Lily
and
gonna get taunted up. However, Andrew is here. He does have ult. He's gonna follow, but he's gonna get bonked by the Annie. And bye-bye, Andrew. Good response by Crispy Cantos. Following up on the engage by the Rammus. And it looks like it's a really nice
for more, but no, he doesn't get too greedy.
And that just speaks to Josh's
ability to count to 4.
Ability to count to 4, but also his
might see another kill here.
The comes out bot as they're gonna get 1 kill. It's gonna be traded back. But really good engage there by the Amumu. Just a little bit too far forward. Mikey couldn't quite follow up. And it's just a 1-for-1.
Though, on the flip side of this, Ez is looking pretty low right now, and would be a perfect pick for our Andrew here that's on the bot side.
He is, but Ezreal's very slippery. Andrew does not have his ult. And so, probably just wants to farm it out. And I do like that we are seeing Vex in like kind of this competitive aspect. We can't see her in true competitive professional scene because she is not enabled for Worlds. However, I still think this is a really interesting environment to see her in.
I mean, this is a lot better to watch than Worlds. Come on, guys. Chat, you agree with me?
I mean, here, NA always wins. Never disappoints. It's all NA, all the time.
Hell, I think some of these guys could beat TSM.
Well, definitely. Listen, all of these players never lost at the League of Legends World Championship. TSM, they lost 6 times last year. Now, how many times did they win, Jake? Do you remember how many times they won?
I don't follow Pro League enough.
I think it was between -1 and 1. As Ardent's gonna be sunned up. Oh my God! There's so much.
That's dirty. That's dirty.
Can't.
Where's the live leak tag?
If they're gonna drop the Herald here, good objective taken by them. They are going to get most of this tower, if not the whole thing. As Stu is just taking a beating, they could look to dive the.
It looks like they're gonna give up this turret here. And,
Rammus is here, but it looks like he's just gonna watch it go down. Unless now Ari does ult, but
Yep, she missed her charm, unfortunately.
It's just nothing doing.
Nothing doable with that.
Excellent play by the
Chris
side.
was able to save the turret top there.
Yes, which is good, but that is Yorick, so it's only a matter of time. Once he gets Sunderer, once he gets Hullbreaker, it's gonna be really hard. As another gank mid lane.
Lily has to flash out. No, sorry, Lucy.
No, Lily.
No, I know what I said.
Yes. Linda in the mid lane. Really good flash there to get away from the gank. But no, I definitely think we saw the power of the Soy Gengars comp with the pick onto the Ezreal. It doesn't matter how mobile you are. If one piece of CC lands, it all lands. The layering there was picture perfect, and really didn't allow the Ezreal to get anything done.
I mean, this is basically the anti-Ezreal comp, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, besides point and click CC, which they have a little bit of with Vex in the Fear, but it's you only have max two dashes at a time with the flash and the E. As maybe getting dived here.
Nice fight here.
Some looks like
spiciness happening up top as well.
Looks like the tower is just going to be given up by Chris here.
Yep, Chris goes up the tower. But that means that because they took that tower, 2 Drakes for the dirty, not Dirty Cantos.
Crispy Cantos. Dirty Canto is Josh. Yes. Yep. And a good disengage by the Amumu, just using the ult to get out there as 4 members were bot lane. Yeah, no, this has been a really good early game by the side of Soy Gengars, using their CC well. They have a 4K gold lead, which is quite a bit at right before 15 minutes. And
indeed. And it looks like Larry here stealing her blue buff.
Yeah. I believe they're Lawrence. Yeah, Larry is their father. Okay. But Lisa looking kind of dead there from everything, including the Rammus and the Malphite. Great combo there.
Got in there too.
Did Ezreal get it? He did not get a. Unfortunately, Ezreal did not get a
assist from that.
An assist from that. Very sad.
So close to it as well.
Yeah. But you know, the really big gold lead. Andrew finds himself in the middle of 3 people, and he is going to get out, but he has to ult and flash out, just so he can get away. Interesting move there by Andrew. Andrew, not really known as a jungler. Interesting that he is playing jungle in this tournament, and he is a very good player. As Luna going in on the Ahri, it's going to be a solo kill for the Vex in the mid lane. Great, just pick by Leia right there. Honestly, I'm really impressed with her. Like the mastery of Vex right there. I mean, obviously, Vex is not the most mechanically intense champion. We're not talking 200 years or anything.
I mean, I think Lux is pretty hard to play for Vex players. So.
Yeah, I mean Annie. So many mechanics with Annie. Yep. I mean,
too many.
Josh will tell you.
Yep.
But yeah. And
Chewbacca making the interesting choice to clear wards where there's
yeah, and Lila's making the interesting choice to get away from these mid laners. But arrow lands onto poor Ezreal. Oh no. Josh though flashes onto Lydia, and it's gonna be the flash follow. They're barely gonna get the kill, and the stopwatch from Josh. Oh, there's the anti-mechanics.
Those are the mechanics we know and love from our favorite Josh.
It's going to be an ult by Chris. Almost going to kill Luke on the Yorick, and both top laners actually walk away with a sliver of health each. Oh. Very, very, really, really good.
I was really hoping to see, kill and kill trade each other right there, but unfortunately, no. York's got some pretty nice lifesteal for himself.
He got that Divine Sunderer. Fantastic item on Bruisers. I love building Divine Sunderer because it goes on like anybody that you also want to do damage with, but also want to be tanky with.
Like
that's not Gore Drinker,
rider.
obviously. Yeah. I also want to point out the vision put down by the side of Soy Gengars. If you notice, all across that bottom river, they have wards going all the way, like a really nice ward line, kind of like this crescent circle. Leading up to this dragon fight in just 20 seconds, or just over 20 seconds here.
Yeah, and that's like a wall from France in World War II. Blanking on
the Maginot Line.
Maginot Line. There we go. Thank you, our gracious overlord.
Yeah,
no,
I think
it was
that was
World War II.
No, that was World War II because it was useless. Remember? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their Maginot Line of
wards.
Here.
They didn't get all of them. There is, crucially, a couple of good TP wards for Luke, but won't need them. He's right here with the Maiden. Charm goes out. Arlen goes in, but he's alone. Malphite misses the ult. Ezreal comes over the top, but it's gonna be a kill. Oh, but Viego he can't get the Malphite's body. It's gonna be a flash from the Amumu. He's in. He doesn't have ult anymore. Amumu's gonna die, but Ari's gonna die too. Vex ripping apart the back line. Ezreal trying to stay alive. Ardit trying to get out. The E lands onto Ardit. Looks like he's not going to be able to make it from this one. Yep, there's the clap from Luke. And the ace. That's going to give Soy Gengars their first dragon. Very, very, very interesting. Very good little sequence of events there. Excellent team fighting.
And it was an excellent team fighting from both teams, but obviously that Rammus didn't have any backup when he went in.
Yeah, and then the Malphite whiffed. He landed in the middle of everybody. And so didn't get anything with those. Didn't have the follow-up. They had Luke from behind for Soy Gengars to kind of like pincer them in. Even though Yorick is notoriously...
right for the back line, their front line was getting beat up, and Luke had the back line all to himself.
But Mikey is dead here. I don't think you can go. Yeah, they're wasting your time with the burning both of his sums just because he likes pressing D and F. Josh going on the Amumu, but he is tanky. I don't think Josh can kill this, but he is trying. Matt is going to have to use the ult.
Stun.
However, we have Lexi over the top. Going to kill Josh. Extended too far for that kill. And now Lola finishing off the double. Really good stuff here by Lucille here on the Vex. As now they're just bailing down mid lane. I wonder if they're going to look to Baron here. It'd probably be smart with they're both really damage dealers on the side of Crispy Cantos down, including the titular Canto himself. Ireland is trying to go onto Luke here. There's the follow-up from Malphite, but they really don't have any damage. And Luke is just kind of holding on. His Maiden's healing up for him. Can't really do much. And now that's 2 long cooldowns. Well, Malphite, it's not that long anymore. But I guess they really didn't use anything besides the Malphite ult. I thought that the Rammus had ulted in there, but I was mistaken.
Sorry, it happens to the worst of us.
Yes. Let's take a look at some of the vision scores here.
Is that Stu with 48? Yes.
Yeah, they have a lot of vision, but it's not a lot of vision out now. They have, if we look at topside to that Baron, which is the big objective up, we have 2 pinks from the side of Soy Gengars, kind of in defensive positions. There's that one in the river, and then 2 very defensive pink wards for Crispy Cantos, as well as a 3rd pink ward and 4th pink ward in the bottom river, kind of just doing nothing. I do not like how they have a lot of vision, but I really think they have to be getting the most out of it.
Yeah, that's 2 control wards right next to each other in the drag pit. 2 control wards right next to each other top side, pretty much.
Are there 2? I was just looking at the minimap. Are there 2 in the pit? Oh my god!
Yeah.
So all 5 pink boards are out, and none of them are past the river. That's incredible. I mean, you could argue that like they clearly can't defend anything more than that, but at the same time, you want to be getting value out of your vision. Like, Stu drops that, and now they're going to get a pick out of it. Now that is some good vision. Matt's going to fail the flash. However, I think Amumu failed the ult right there. It's going to be another pick. That's Vex, but she's going to use the Gloom to get away. It's going to be the taunt from the Ram. It's a huge shutdown going over the Malphite as the fight continues in the favor of Crispy Cantos. It's going to be a flash away. Luke is here. Luke is clapping him back, but Luke is alone. 4v1, and oh, he's gonna get a second one with the mating. What is going on? Luke is still very healthy. He's chasing. Amumu is gonna hit the Q. He's gonna go over. That's another one down. Luke is eviscerating the dirty Cantos. That's another 10, and in a 5v1, they cannot kill the dead man who digs the graves. The grave digger, the gravekeeper, whatever you want to call him. He just dug 5 more graves. Undertaker, that's the word I was looking for. Anyway, he just dug 5 more graves. It's going to be the second mountain drag for Soy Boy Gengars. And, yeah, this is a 5-0, 200 farm at 25 minutes Yorick. He's crushing it so far.
He only has a 700 gold bounty on him. Don't give him too much credit.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't even spent the 2600 gold that he has in the bank right now. That's another full item. You can just buy Hullbreaker with that. How much is Hullbreaker? 20. Yeah, so
also,
he's gonna go back, and if he sells his thing, he'll definitely be able to just. Yeah, so he will be able to buy a full item off of that incredible team fight.
Yeah,
just
so
awesome.
I have a fun glitch happening right now, by the way.
What?
I've got a bunch of like minions with 0 health bars just sitting there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's a visual bug, but I'm just like, look at him like, what are these minions here doing? Oh, they're all dead. But like, it's everything with a health bar. If it's got a health bar, it's 0. Like, I've seen 2 Groms right now for Ram. Yeah. Any Riot employees I know that I can report that to?
Actually.
Now that you mention it.
Looks like they're trying to set up here. They found Laura. However, Mikey is going to find Stu first, but Josh has found 2 on the back end.
And
Josh
here comes Rammus.
Still fighting with Laura. Josh, however, is going to be turned around on. He's going to be... Malphite ult is going to knock up Luke. But there's just not enough damage. Oh.
Nope. Oh. Oof.
And Laney lands the ult. It's going to be another fear coming out of Lyra. Ezreal going down. Another ace for Soy Boy Gengars. This is gonna be the inhibitor right here. Just an impressive display. Up over 10,000 gold at almost 28 minutes. I'll be looking later. Right now, I have to think of more girl names.
It looks
that?
like they're also getting this bot hit too.
Leslie is saying that? Oh.
I think it's actually Liv.
Olivia. That's a good one. That's a good one.
No, not Olivia. Come on.
Oh, okay. Just Liv. We're trending.
Yeah. No, like I said, we gotta stick with the L's.
Mm-hmm. Use boy names. Alright, well, if Lewis wants us to use boy names, then use boy names we will. They're starting up this Baron. It's already been started up. Another arrow comes out. Poor Stu! Poor Stu! Josh trying to kill, but Luca just goes in. Is going to be able to kill off Josh, I think. The Malfoy ult is there, and he does knock her up. But no, the fear comes out from Leon, and it's just over. Andrew, just 2v1ing right now. He can't get out. He has to flash over. Arnix being chased out of his own base as Lorenzo and Yorick go down mid lane. He will be finished off, Andrew, but the game in Nexus haven't finished off. All thanks to Levi. And it's a victory for Soyboy Gengars. Game 1. What do you think about that game 1? Pretty impressive showing by Soyboy Gengars.
It was quite the impressive showing for what we thought was going to be the better team comp for the team fights. I don't think they won a team fight, did they not? They were only able to win picks.
Yeah. No, I think what it came down to is they just didn't draft enough damage. Even though Soyboy Gengars, not just Soy Gengars. Okay.
They are used to Soy Gengars, yes. I just said Soyboy. Right at the start, and now you have not stopped.
So the Soy Gengars. Oh, the Soy Gengars.
They could be soy girls or non-gendered Gengars.
Yeah, that's
that are
true.
Also soy.
The soy non-binary Gengars. But yeah, I didn't think the draft was a huge issue. Josh did tons of damage on the Annie. He was able to do well in lane. I just
Honestly,
think that
these damage graphs don't look that bad though. Like if you just take Vex out of the equation, like, you know.
Listen, if you address all the stats to the mean, like, they're just average players.
Yeah, about.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, besides the Vex chart, just ignore that. They look pretty even as far as damage dealt. Between these two teams.
I do believe that it was just a little bit of better execution by Soy Gengars there.
Yep, indeed, and it's all it's always losable, folks. Always losable.
It's always well, of course, it's always losable. Have you played League of Legends? Christ. No, great first game. first showing by the Soy Gengars. I'm excited for game
I'm
2.
excited to see what the season brings.
Well, I'm excited to see what the season. The series isn't over, Jake.
Yeah.
We still have one more game at least. What do you? In fact,
well, I mean,
what do you think? What do you think Crispy Cantos can do to bounce back in game 2?
Well, you got to pick more damage. It's for sure. And actually do something with said damage. Now, do they build more of a? The question is, do they build more of like a pick comp, or do they try to keep their damage for a team fight in the wave clear, and also ban Yorick?
Well, I think they tried to have some of the damage in the Ari, right? And it didn't really work out for them.
I can say this definitively, having played support before. You usually can't bet on your damage coming from your supports, because they always usually try to build the support items. So like you can count for engage, you can count for your heals and shields, that sort of thing. But I've always found, at least, you don't get much damage out of supports because a lot of support items don't go that route.
Unless it's something like a pike.
Yeah.
Or like a
assassin pipes.
Yeah, like assassin pikes, or like a Swain that like has a lot of utility as well.
But looking for sustained damage is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And so and like a Lux, where like a Lux doesn't need that many items.
No, she doesn't. That's why I usually take a support.
Yeah. And so yeah, I mean yeah, I'm really interested to see how they bounce back, because we saw All right, well, we have another bathroom break.
Oh, we also got another draft.
Yeah, we do. It has not started yet, but
yeah.
Do you want to take a quick break for the stream, Overlord? All right.
We'll be right back after these messages from our Blue Corn Tortillas trip sponsors.
Welcome back,
Welcome
everybody.
back.
Game 2 of Soy Gengars versus the Crispy Cantos. We're just about to get into Champ Select. What are you looking for, Jake, in this exciting Game 2 of the series?
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I'm looking for the Crispy Cantos to pull out some dubs here. We got to
Taking us to
see...
Silver Scrapes.
Yeah, we got to see some Silver Scrapes. We got to get the music. We got to get everything. It's all you need. And it looks like we're getting into the ban already.
Yes. Picks and bans are on the way.
Looks like Crispy Cantos took red side.
Well, no, they switch for the second game.
Oh, is it switch? I thought it was whoever loses gets to pick.
No, I believe for best of 3 they just switch. Yeah. Yeah. Soy Gengars though. Interesting that they changed up the bans after last game went so well. They did ban the
They did ban Seraphine last game too, so.
Yeah. Another MF ban, another Lulu ban. Looks like they're just going straight for the Stubaka bans.
Yep, those. Is Stu on the noob list? New protection
No,
list?
Stu is not on the new list. Stu is playing support. She's very
I know
good.
she's in... I just saw a message, but it was, I think, a joke now.
So they opt not to ban Trundle. I wonder if they first pick it. I wonder if they're going to choose it here. That, I believe, is what Crispy Cantos is thinking. They have banned the Yorick. Major problem in Game 1. Would not surprise me if they ban the Trundle themselves here. So it could be a bait.
There goes...
No, it's going to be the Amumu. So Soy Gengars have an opportunity here to pick the Trundle, and I think it is. Yep. They're going to pick it up. Very interested to see how they do on this pick. Had a fantastic performance yesterday. And I do think Andrew has played it quite a little bit. Yeah, Trundle abuses, like absolutely just abuses immobile carries. Literally just walks up and chomps them in the face. And then if there's a tank, he just steals all the tank stats. He can't be killed. And it's going to be the Annie again for Josh. Interesting. What do you think of him going back to the comfort on the Annie instead of maybe trying to do something that might be a little bit more something else?
I mean, it is very familiar. He does perform very, very well on it. And in all honesty, I think Josh is, when Annie's not working, it's Malzahar.
Malzahar also being banned?
Yeah, I do not know if he... I think he's played Zed too in the past. But I think he saw Annie open and he said, they banned Malzahar, give me Annie.
Candace has. And it's going to be Warwick and then Sejuani. Wow. Oh, this might be Trundle's support. What do you think of that?
That would be interesting, but not unheard of. Wait a second.
Just what the heck is going on around here?
Sejuani support, maybe?
Maybe Trundle top? And like Nunu junk?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a Trundle top.
Nunu jungle, Sejuani support. Jungle.
Yep. Ooh, we might see a Samira.
Samira into that team comp? They're banning Freljord champions. Soy Gengars might as well just hang them up. Just put your Winter's Claw back on the shelf. Even though they do already draft Sejuani. Failure Cup. Let's see. They can still draft Orin and Tryndamere. I don't like their chances of winning if they draft Orin and Tryndamere.
I like them.
I mean, Crispy Cantos has really low range champions so far, so it would not be the worst thing in the world. God damn it, Failure Cup. What? They could have Gnar. What other failure champions are there?
Well, we're also they got a pick for mid and ADC.
Oh, Braum? Yeah, these conventions of AD carry, and we're playing positionless League of Legends here. We have Lissandra, we have Braum, we have Olaf. Olaf might be a really good pick.
Pick all junglers, I guess?
Yeah, sure, why not? Who cares? Obviously not the Soy Gengars. Anivia. Anivia could be actually a really good pick for the mid lane. But we got, like I said, Ornn would be an interesting pick. Any of these would be interesting picks, don't get me wrong. But lots of failure champs still to choose from. Volibear, I believe, is failured. Yeah.
Oh, that would actually be a nice ADC. I believe we've seen that here before.
Yes, Vayne ADC. Well, it might. I mean, Vayne's kind of everywhere. I'd say probably mostly Demacia, right? Vayne, and then
Vex, well known for her failure.
She's part of what? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Demacia Monster Hunter. So it will not be the full failure comp. Unlucky. It will be the Vayne and the Vex lock-in, 2 major power picks, and then the response will be the Mordekaiser and the Cassiopeia. So, lots of disengage on the side of Crispy Canos with the Cassio and the Mordekaiser coming out. Soy Gengars, though, they are all in. They have Trundle, Sejuani, and Nunu, Vayne, and Vex all running towards the team. Any also solid disengage, always the threat with the bear and the giant stun AoE.
I mean, but you do have to count to 4.
The 5.
Let's not forget
Count to 5. Don't sell him short. He works hard. Counts to 5 every time.
Every single time.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's talk about these comps here. Obviously, we've talked a little bit about the failured comp. Let's talk a little bit more about Crispy Canos. We have Mordekaiser going to the top lane for Chris. We have not seen him on this pick before. Do you think that you will be able to stand up against what will probably be the Trundle going into that top lane? Jake, what do you think?
I'm thinking it's going to be an interesting matchup either way. I think it's going to be one of those cases where they win lane, later on in the split pushing, they end up in team fights, they end up losing. But I think Trundle's probably going to end up doing pretty well in that lane until Mord hits 6.
I did like Crispy Canos, drafted tons of damage. I have a couple of pseudo tanks with the Warwick and the Mordekaiser. We have a couple of people messing up Champ Select, but that's okay.
It's all right. Champ Select is very, very difficult, folks. So.
But yeah, we have obviously a couple of more traditional tanks on the side of Soy Gengars. And of course, can't forget we have Leonard on the Vex once again.
Yeah.
She did a really good job on Vex last time.
Leo did like that Vex.
Looking to make it a staple up against the Cassio this time. It's going to be able to shut down some of the the dashes that Vex is going to try to do, which is only on the ult. But I mean, again, Cassio going to work well into the Vayne as well, and the Nunu and the Sejuani. All those champions have dashes that they really want to utilize. Well, not the Nunu, sorry, but Sejuani and Vayne, very dash heavy.
Indeed.
So
I'm trying to.
You did have a really good showing on the Samir yesterday. Hey, bulldozed game 1 with it.
Let's see what they're trying to spell here.
Hey, never pick a fight you can't win.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't need more enemies.
We have ass with 3 S's.
And Canto.
Canto. Oh, that's good.
I think that's the entire reason why they picked that name, isn't it? So they can spell it with the champs.
That is the only reason. Just so you know, the votes were heavily, well, not heavily in favor, but were in favor of the Crispy Cantos, 57% to 43%. So again, guys, getting just over 2-1 odds. If they were to win, Crispy Cantos a little bit under that, of course. And so
we'll see which one of the Arladits bet all their channel points on.
Yeah. Looking like we're gonna have a really cool game too.
Yeah, it's looking like it's gonna be fun.
And it is actually gonna be the new support. They have all locked in.
Yes, it is.
So Sejuani top, Trundle jungle, Nunu support. And then nothing really. Oh, it's actually a Cassio.
Yeah,
Cassio support. How did I miss that?
Cassie support?
Oh no!
You must have heard me talking. Oh
no!
There's a switch.
It's a last-minute switch. It's a last-second switch. It's a last-second switch. Oh, they got baited. It's going to be Cassio for Josh in the mid lane and Andy support. Well, Jake, what do you think of that switch, taking Josh off of his comfort?
As soon as I saw Cassie, I was like, that looks like it might be a mid lane instead of Annie, because we've seen Annie support before, but I have not Cassie support. That would be something spicy.
I think we saw Cassio support yesterday, and it did not go well.
That's what I mean. It's a spicy sight.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking for here, Steven? Like, what do you think's going to be happening? Give me the first 5 minutes of this game.
Well, first 5 minutes, it's going to be Crispy Cantos, sorry, trying to really gain advantages with this Warwick. Warwick is a very early game focused champion. He will not do much late game. His damage falls off. Even like his suppression can be QSS'd if they buy one. And even then, it's hard to land in a busy team fight. And his objective control early. His objective control early is really good too. He can solo the dragon. He can obviously also solo the rift. And it's going to be really good. So because Soy Gengars drafted a really heavily scaling team comp, that it's going to be on the onus of Crispy Cantos to really take these advantages. They need to take these early objectives like the dragons, but they keep stacking them. They took the first 2 dragons last time, but they lost at so many other places on the map that when it came time for the third one, they lost the fight. Like as the dragon was coming up, and it was south from there. And so I really want to see Crispy Cantos take the initiative and really try to shut down the comp of soy Gengars before it can even get started.
So if this game gets beyond 15 minutes, what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, I think it might get to 16 minutes if it goes beyond 15. Don't know if it's going to get to 20 though, but I would put money on it. But 15 minutes. 15 minutes is going to be good. It's also not like just Cantos has no scaling. They have plenty of scaling in Samira, Cassio, even Annie Mordekaiser. And so it's not specifically that. It's just the Nunu support. I think is going to be the crux of this game because I have not seen Nunu support in a long time. And when I have, it still does not look good. And so, 150. I think Nunu's going to be very helpful for securing objectives. He'll be able to set up a really big zone of control with the ult. With the snowball, he'll be able to engage. That's one thing that I think is lacking a little bit. Are you guys in game yet? Or loading in?
I'm in game.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I am frozen. I'm gonna have to restart my client. No, I restarted my client. It was not lagging.
Oh, I'll talk. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna start us off here with an invade from Freylord. Freylord. You know, English is hard, or whatever language it is. Frelish. And a nice snowball channel up from Nuno to nothing. It looks like they saw it coming or expected it.
Yeah, they did drop a ward. Very good awareness from Crispy Cantos.
And so, unfortunately, this little invade doesn't amount to much for
Minions have spawned.
them. But otherwise, looks like they're just going to go back to their more normal starting positions. It looks like a blue start for the Crispy Cantos and a red start for the Soy Boy Gengars. Fortunately, not much interesting happening for either team. Just a standard early game. And Steven's a lot better at this than I am. Jeez.
It's hard.
And yeah, it is. And wow, actually, speaking of the devil, and here comes Nunu with a missed level 1 gank. Or not level... Jesus, what am I talking about? She's a support. Trundle's the jungler. I'll have whatever Steven was smoking. I'm too used to seeing Nunu jungle. Throwing me off my game here.
Okay, I'm at 228, 229, 230. Okay.
Yep, we're good.
All right.
We have actual commentary back.
As Nunu snowballing in onto the Malabute, but he's going to be just fine. Vayne can't exactly follow up that far. It is a low-range AD carry. As some more trading goes on in the mid lane, but it's going to be the Ignite coming out from Josh. The flash away from Lily, but it's going to be the flash follow. Oh, it's first blood. Solo kill for Cassiopeia in the mid lane. Incredible start by Josh. Really interesting turnaround. Giving off the Annie, and it looks like it is paid off so far. Arlen in the top lane, trying to get onto Luke. He does. Flash by the Mordekaiser and the follow flash by the Sejuani. Good time to get out. meanwhile, Vex, or should I say Leighton, really pushing on the Casio, who did not get a chance to recall because Larry was able to TP back in, and so Josh could not get a recall off. And Josh is just going to get dive. And yeah, really clean dive. However, Arland is in the mid lane. He is going to get the Q, and he does get the kill onto Louis. Incredible kill. And he's still going. He has heal. And it's going to be press the attack. He is going to use it. However, Ardent comes in and snipes down.
Of course, the ADCs got to get their tax.
Mm-hmm. Got to be the ADC tax. But yeah,
that was smart moves there. Able to push in their wave and secure that kill.
Yeah, no, much better early game coming out from Crispy Cantos. It was very even back and forth trades in the early game for them, but they're doing exactly how I thought they should approach this game. Try to make plays early. The Warwick had an early game top. Of course, the solo kill from Josh helped immensely. Yep. But Warwick also got involved. He's at the right place at the right time. Flash coming out from Ardent, though, and from Stu. However, Stu maybe should have just saved the Flash, as Nunu's going to be able to walk out. Barely just a sliver of health.
Well, I don't know. Here comes Warwick, and you can smell her.
He can smell it, but all he smells is the musty inside of the shopkeeper's hut. As he calls back. Listen, it's my first cast of the season. I'm a little rusty.
Hi, little rusty. I'm Jake.
See, Jake's already been
Welcome
season 4.
to season 3.
Mm-hmm. But yes, good kill and good gank coming out by the Nunu to set it up at the trundle behind with the pillar. And yeah, now we're back to an even state. As there is some fighting going up top lane. I don't think Luke wins that because Chris is just going to heal that back. But obviously, the bot lane did not learn their lesson, and they are back. Mikey tumbles into tower range?
Apparently, yeah.
Was really looking to hunt them evildoers, even if it meant the cost of his own life. Does get off. Does get out though without using sums though. So, while a little questionable, does get out with no harm, no foul. Crispy Cantos will pick up this first Drake early, or at least they are looking like it.
Looks like
Nunu
it.
is over the wall. Oh no! The consume.
Oh.
It's an easy steal. Josh does get the kill though. Arland had smite there. Is consume consume is more though than smite. At least the 450 smite. So interesting decision there. Taking him to the death realm. But the only one that's dying is gets the Q to clap it back, and he will be able to live, at least for now. Really interesting fights here in the top lane. This is a matchup you don't get to see that often. Mordekaiser versus Sejuani. Oh, but it's going to be the flash from the Sejuani.
In the tower range, I think Warwick should be able to clean this up.
I don't know. He's just coming in now. But yeah, Luke might have overstayed his welcome. He's going to use the Q. He's going to slow down, but I think one more auto finishes it off. It's level 6. Also had heal, so he was perfectly fine. Josh low mana, getting poked out by Lionel there. He's going to go in. No. Very close, though. Oh, Warwick is on the hunt, though.
Warwick on the hunt. There. He's got R.
Yeah, and he already has used his... oh! Okay, I thought they were going to maybe try to get that over to Josh, but no. But yeah, they're following the game plan to a T. This Warwick, he's got 3 kills. He's already got his full upgraded boots. Nunu's mid lane for some reason at a fully pushed wave. And yeah, no, Ireland looking really, really good on the Warwick so far. And I really want to see how he transitions to the mid game with this in just 5 minutes. But first, they're going to need this dragon coming up in just over 2.5. Jake, what do you think is the state of the game so far?
I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Crispy Cantos here. And yes, a gank top from Andrew doesn't amount to much, but Chris is now pushed under his tower. But
they did aggressively stare at him without him knowing, so just got to make sure they don't get caught for voyeurism.
Oh, this is looking a little spicy here in the mid lane.
If by spicy you mean...
I looked at 4 walking towards Lily, and then... I said her name. Damn it. The gig's up.
Wait, you said Leonidas' name? I didn't hear you say that. Did you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Jake.
But yeah, I was just looking at 4 walking mid, and you know.
Yeah. No. Good
Letitia's just chilling there.
Yeah. Unfortunate that they didn't get the rift.
It is.
You can look at the blue side's vision here on that rift herald. Red is 1 ward topside. Period. As Josh is gonna get condemned, but he has already killed that Nunu. Mikey flashes, but the heal! Oh, the clutch heal from Ardit comes by. I had to look who actually healed it, if it was Ardit or Arlen.
Yep.
Yeah, because they both have heal. But yeah, it was Ardit's heal because Arlen's is still on cooldown. Very clutch heal coming in from Ardit. Great play. And they have a 1.5k gold lead. It's going to be a little bit more as they continue to press their advantage with this Warwick, who is now 4 kills and still even in farm, though, with the Trundle. So good job of Trundle to keep pace.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Oh,
Warwick
they look like they're going to fight this. That's a flash, but that's a 2 ults. 1 to kill the Samira, and 1 to kill the Annie. And that comes at a crucial point as this Ocean Drake is coming up in just 10 seconds. And they did not get the first... They've gotten no objective so far. So while they do have a lot of gold, and they do have a lot of power on this Warwick, they have to be transitioning it into objective takes. Now, Josh is getting a lot mid lane. And they'd have 2 plates bot lane. And it's going to be a really good stun coming out from the Petrifying Gaze. But they're pressuring this bot lane turret. They are going to get it. And Ireland is here. He's going in. And it looks like the TP's coming in from Luke. Luke is here. He is going. He's going the damage. He's going to get the stun onto Ireland. But he's going to have to flash out. Andrew looks all but dead, and he is very much so. They did not get the dragon, very crucially. They decided to push for that bottom tower, so they have a lot of gold, but they have not spent it. But Luke is still around. Stu, better be careful. Is going to get stunned up, but Luke might have overstayed his welcome as well, and he is just going to die to the combined efforts of Ardit
here in the mid lane
and
too, solo.
But then the fighting does not stop as Josh and Lance in the mid lane. Did I use Lance already? I don't think so.
No, you haven't.
In the mid lane, duking it out, but neither goes down. They will take this first objective. They are now using this for tower. Sorry, they are now using this Warwick's power for objectives. Nunu's top somehow. I don't know why. Probably because they're gonna lane swap, but the Vayne's still bot. Listen, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna pretend to know macro, but I'm not gonna like actually sit here and say that I am the end all be all of all macro. However, I don't think Nunu
you are
top
clearly
alone to
the
hold
foremost
tower.
expert here.
I mean, of the two casters here, I think that I probably know a little bit more macro, maybe.
I think what you're supposed to
Toxic.
do. I think I got the macro down pretty well. You destroy the enemy nexus.
Actually, Jake, give me a rundown of macro wise. What do you think? They're down not that much gold, but it seems like the tempo and kind of like the feeling is
the tempo
in the
does seem to
favor
agree
of
with
Crispy
Crispy Cantos.
Yes.
So what Gengars got to do to get back from this is really they just got to keep securing their objectives. They did get those first two. Their support has been running all over the map, getting those snowballs nice and large. And here he comes now in the mid lane, just chucking them around, chucking around his large balls. But
yeah. And what do you think? What lanes do you think they want to be able to push and gain fire with?
At this point right now, I'd be pushing for top lane, if anything, because you got your Rift Herald coming up again at some point. Turn off my ejector timers again.
There you go. That's some macro knowledge.
Yeah, you got 50 seconds on your Rift Herald there, so you'd want your laner to be pushing them out. But it does also appear that it's going to be a contested objective here, as both top and jungle are here to fight.
As going to the Death Realm is the Nunu. Nunu, still kind of up shit's creek without a paddle and no mana. He's dead, but so is Samira. However, Stu looking to get the return kill as the Annie. Oh, but he is... Mikey flashes out. Oh, no.
But here comes Warwick.
Here comes Warwick. And there goes Vayne.
That is one of my favorite reasons. That's why I love playing Warwick. He just across the map. Across the map, he just ran. But by doing that, crucially, he is now out of position. And that Herald's for the taking. But
yeah,
doesn't seem like they're going for it right now.
There are pings from Crispy Cantos to go onto that Rift Herald.
Yeah, there are pings. You're right.
And TP. So
There's a TP from Chris, so yes.
Yeah, he is going to scare the Sejuani away, at least for now. It looks like they are going to try to get
it is an important enough objective that they're sending Samira to get it. Abandoning that bot lane.
Well,
and they should be looking to... Yeah, they should be looking to transition to their mid game here.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and they see that Matt is bot taking care of some vision, so they know that this is a 4v5. He doesn't have... oh! I didn't even notice. Matt bought Smite as a fight breaks out. Matt going in. We got Leroy coming in on the backside. Josh going down. Arctic going down. Lyle still going in. Tons and tons of damage, and all of it is on the side as it falls apart. For Owen.
Chewbacca trying to run away.
Yes, but Vex. Vex piloted by Lucius gets the kill, and it's just disaster.
That
a fiery
could
ass
have gone
disaster,
much better,
if I may so say. Yeah, no, I mean, what you want to break down what went right for Soy Gengars in that team fight?
Really, it looked like the vision wasn't there for who's it? What's it? Crispy Cantos. The Soy Gengars all came out of their jungle and were able to jump, get the right picks.
Yeah. No, definitely did not.
Take Josh early in the fight. That took a lot of damage from that. I don't think Samira's fully online just yet.
Yeah, Samira does all right early game damage, but not nearly enough. Meanwhile, Andrew getting kind of poked out. It is important to note that they did get the Rift Herald for the side of Crispy Cantos.
Yes,
they are going to use this to pressure the bot lane and kind of put a timer for Soy Gengars. This dragon at about 2k health. Vex is not going to be able to go in, but into the Death Realm, the Trundle goes. Trundle just kind of walking around, not really doing anything. Over the wall, Nunu ult gets none. Snooey Brush going down. Nunu is going to walk out.
See, that fight went a lot better for him. I think that's because Sejuani was top, getting that top turret.
But you know what is strange to me is that Rift Herald is still bot, and that is not going to get a charge.
No.
So that's
I think they dropped. They unfortunately were not able to clear that wave out to drop it, right? But
yep, they weren't able. They didn't do their due diligence. They did not push their waves before going to the dragon, and thus because of that, they were. If they had pushed their waves before going to the dragon, they could have dropped that Rift Herald, and it would have gone and taken the tower. But I think that tower is low enough. How low is that tower? It is.
Yeah, that would have.
Yeah, it definitely would have.
Enough.
It definitely would have. But yeah, no, that's one of their macro moves. It's not doing your due diligence, and getting a little bit lazy on the side of Crispy Cantos. Something you can't afford to do when you're already down 2k gold. Now, granted, they do have a couple of
time when you want to be ahead too.
They did just get third dragon, which is usually usually the most explosive, outside of like Elder or like
Soul Point.
Even Soul Point, I think third dragon's almost always more explosive because it's like the tipping point, you know. Because sometimes you're trading Soul for like Baron, or sometimes you're trading, like you're trading like now, they're in a position to trade the next dragon for Baron on the side of Crispy Cantos, if they wanted to do that, and so I really think third dragon's seems, at least in my opinion, to be a lot more explosive than almost any of the other dragons. Yeah. And we kind of have a reset of the map state, so why don't you take a look at some of the...
Gengars are setting up for control of that Baron side right now.
Why don't you point out some of the vision for the lovely viewers at home, Jake, on how they're setting this up?
I'm very happy to say we have no Larkin Wisdoms here. Everybody is above double-digit vision score. So both teams are contributing very well to their vision. No, excuse me.
No vision scores.
The crispy, yeah, no vision scores below 10.
No vision scores.
Vision, yes.
Yeah, like wisdom and like vision. Vision scores.
It's a very clever play there.
It kind of works. What about the Vision Award? That kind of works. I am focusing on the game, like this fight mid lane.
We're talking to the voices in our head, viewers. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're not crazy. We're just casting.
So, honestly, not that much vision to be had. I say that, and they're clearing wards right now and placing him in the Baron pit. But yeah, both sides, they've got the wards on the river on Gengar's got all like that entire river warded. You're not crossing that. That's your Maginot right now.
Yes.
Whereas
no, go ahead.
And that's not that much for the Crispy Cantos.
It is going to be a flash away from Ardent. Oh, but Vex comes in. Oh, but she doesn't get the fear. It's going to be a shutdown. Ardent's going in. He gets another kill, but it's going to be a double kill for the Vayne. The Vayne's untouched, but now the Warwick's there. He's going to put the hurt on. The Vayne is going to go down to the burn. There it goes. Dragon come up in 30 seconds. It is a 3 for 2 on the side of Crispy Cantos. They won a team fight.
Yes, I'm very proud of them, and after this, we're gonna have to say, like, good job on that team fight. But where were your others? That's one of them. You got to win the others like that now too.
We don't have to say after that. We can say right now. Good job on that team fight, Crispy Cantos. If you're watching this later, I want every single one of you to know that you did a good job on that team fight.
I will say, yes, you did amazingly beautiful jobs, guys and gals.
Lily, who I know is listening, did not do such a good job on that team fight. Has been playing very well in this game and on the Vex. And they are going to get the Dragon. It's going to be really close. Oh, big pull by the Mordekaiser. It's another 2 kills. Samira's going to get 2 more. Mordekaiser picks up 1 more. And they just go right into him. 3 for 1. And that's the Baron.
Did Vex get in on that fight at all? She was going for the flank, but I don't actually know if she was able to get him. But yes, that is Baron plays.
Who got in on that fight? Lloyd, are you saying?
Yes, Lloyd.
Lloyd, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, Lars has been playing these fights not as well as they did last game. It's definitely shown, as they do take this Baron very quickly.
Yes, very quick Baron, and I was gonna say it seems like Crispy Cantos adjusted a little bit to account for the Vex CCs.
Double proc. Oh, but it's gonna be the turnaround. Mikey, living with the immortal shield bow.
So these guys here with their Baron buffs, they gotta live, because I think those are the last 2 Baron buffs. No, Mord's got it too. There's 3.
Yeah, because Stu was the one that died at the dragon fight, and so that was the one that was in discussion. Yeah, we do have an Anathema's Chains coming out. I'm going to guess it's going to be on the Samira. As Warwick just kills Nunu. I didn't even see that happen.
Oh, I didn't either. I was watching it too.
It is not that. Actually, so it is actually the Warwick who has been Anathema's changed. Interesting decision, Warwick. Let's take a look at the Warwick build. Do you want to break down this Warwick build for me, Jake?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't have my thing organized nice and neat. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's about what I would build on a Warwick. It's a lot of armor, lots of quick healing from the Spirit Visage, Bramble Vest 2. Team out for the Wave Clear. I think he's going to probably build that into... I'm trying to figure out which Hydra he's going to want with this build.
You probably want Titanic, right? He's building...
Yeah,
he's building health, so...
Yeah,
and he wants to be a tank.
Health.
He already does
a little less too.
Nunu coming into this top lane, but he's not going to find the Samir who is just here. And yeah, the Baron buff gonna wear off rather soon. It's about 75% done. And yeah, it seems like this is in the control of Crispy Cantos. However, it should be noticed that this is only a 1k gold lead. And these fights have been very, very close, and we know that Soy Gengars are only going to be only going to get stronger. Meanwhile, that Warwick, despite building tank, is still going to fall off. And so, really, really interested to see how these fights kind of progress, especially as this next dragon spawns in just over a minute. Yeah, we
quite the difference.
Yes, little voice in my head has told me that it's a bit of a jungle diff this game. If it already wasn't if it already was not obvious, with the Warwick being up almost 60 farm over the Trundle, and also being 4 levels above. feel like that one might be the even more egregious difference, being 3 levels above your laner in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Interesting setup for this dragon. A lot of defensive vision for Dirty Cantos. As the Nunu comes in, it's going to stop the fight. The Subjugate is already used on the Warwick. They really got to go. Warwick goes in. It's going to prime up, but the Redemption is going to come down. Fight's starting up. Samira has to flash out, but Josh is already dead. Trundle's already dead. However, Lily is going to get clapped, and it's going to be the Ardent show. Ardent is life stealing up. Oh, but he's going to get chopped. Vayne is still not dead, and he's going to get not down.
Oh.
Huge fight coming out of Mikey in the bot lane on the Vayne, and you just can't. You can't ignore the Vayne. You can't ignore the Vayne. The Vayne takes over the fight. It's an ace for Soy Gengars, and they have the inside track to mid lane. This should at least be the inhibitor tower. Stu is up on the ante and should deter an inhibitor take. But this Vayne, with 3,000 more gold, is going to be able to buy whatever the hell she wants. Mikey.
That's going to be scary.
Living large. Eating his cake.
I don't see any tabbies, so... I mean, it's not a Larkin build.
Yeah. I mean... I do sometimes run tabbies on. Samira is actually a really good champion to run tabbies on, because you just want that extra survivability. And your attack speed you really don't care all that much about. Vayne, you care about your attack speed. And so...
you want those creeps. They're fighting here in front of the Baron pit.
Yeah, but that Warwick is full tank.
Just out of there.
Yes, he's out of there. Yeah. Baron is this next objective.
Yeah, there's nothing much for these teams to do except
setting up a death push,
trying to
maybe.
force a fight.
They do get the top tower at long last, top tier 1. But Ardent's just being poked down. He's kind of frontlining here. Meanwhile, Subjugate used onto Ardent. Ardent, ew, but the Trundle evaporates. He's gonna go into the Death Realm. I forget who didn't even take. He took Lex into the Death Realm. And Mikey is not gonna get away this time. He is very, very much in danger because he's dead.
Yeah. Luke, on the other hand, running the actual opposite side of the map to get a red buff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's very important. Luke, just barely getting out. But Jesus, or rather, let's see. I'm running out of L names.
Still in the fight.
I'm running out of L names.
I'm getting ready to pull up L names in the dictionary right now.
Ludlow.
Baby names.
We're gonna go with Ludlow. Ludlow gets out. Luke shows up way too late. Ardent kills it. Luke.
And Ardent running down.
Yeah.
I'm running out of names too. He might be overstaying his welcome here.
This looks like it's going to a game 3. Yeah, Ireland is in a bit of a sticky situation, but not really.
Well, what these guys got to do is they got to start pushing their waves.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out with the waves, because...
That's the macro. That's the macro knowledge.
You still have all your tier 2s up everywhere, and you've got an open inhib. Or not even, you have an open Nexus turrets right now.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely
drags up in a minute, but push out your lanes a lot further. Put the pressure on that mid tower. Don't go chasing
waterfalls.
These 2 kills.
Just listen to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Am I right or am I wrong?
I mean, yeah. Steven's got it right, though.
You can't go chasing. You can't go chasing these Trundle waterfalls. It's all a bait. I mean, look at this. They're getting the team without Baron's getting sideline pressure because they're standing on the blue buff.
Where you going? I mean, like, now, yes, this is where you want to be. You want to be grouped up near your drag pit.
But if you want to be my lover, you gotta engage like that. As Lily has to use the stopwatch onto Langford, and she is gonna go down. Luke going to the death realm. He's gonna be able to hop over though. However, as soon as he comes out, he's going to be met with the entire team of Crispy Cantos. Good pick by Arland onto.
But they're behind their wave now because that super minion wave is all the way up to where.
Yeah, they don't need 4 people to take this dragon, and they only sent Chris back to handle mid. They're recalling. They're recalling with 3 people dead for 15 more seconds. You have to really question.
Not the right idea.
Well,
kind of.
Kind of. I mean, he is kind of alone, and they see him now. Yeah, I mean, Arlen's recalling too.
Interesting macro choices.
Yeah, interesting macro choices. They have the Infernal Soul though, so it's going to be a lot easier to win these team fights that have been so back and forth. But don't forget the scaling on the side.
And with that, I believe their Baron boss just ran up.
This Trundle, who while he's been building support Trundle, but he's still on 3 items now. Sejuani, 3 items. This Vex, also on 3 complete items with an abyssal mask. Is that standard? You know what's not standard is the amount of ownage that that Ardent's gonna lay down. Trundle gets collected.
Top lane. Yeah.
Yeah. Ardent turns the 2v1 around, and while Baron has worn off, they're still throwing people after Ardent in the top lane, but it looks like they're gonna have to just they're pushing. They're trying to push mid lane against super minions. They are pushing top lane now. They are gonna get this tower. They're finally going to drop their first tier 2 turret of the game, just after being up Infernal Soul and 36 minutes into the game. They should get the second one here. They might also collect one
Luke.
Luke, Boar included. Lily does go in, gets a 3-man fleeting. Arlen goes back in. It's going to be the GA for Vayne. Vayne is going to get out. No, Vayne is dead. Dead for 54 seconds. Lily also dead. And it's a cleanup for Arlen, and for Chris. Great game 2 coming out from the Crispy Cantos. Crispy Cantos. I always want to say Dirty Cantos because it's in front of me.
Because it's Josh's username.
Yes. But the Crispy Cantos bringing us to game 3, bringing us to Silver Scrapes. And we are going to see all of you lovely ladies and gentlemen for game 3 right now. We got a series.
It's a game. It's a game of League of Legends, folks.
Fantastic series fantastic game coming out from Crispy Cantos. It looked a little shaky. Team fights were back and forth. A very exciting game 2. Why don't you say, Jake?
It was very exciting. I will say about the soy Gengars. They were doing well turtling until they just started throwing bodies to Samira. But they were playing excellently on the defense once they started losing. But they were able to turn it around.
All right.
Let's see these graphs. But even still, look at these damage graphs.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see a Samira ban next game.
Yes, I definitely think so. All right, but I think we are going to have a
I believe it is.
short break as we go into this next game. But we will see you right back here in just a few short minutes. Don't go away. Game 3, Silver Scrapes, coming up right now.
Make sure. You got me. You got me. Do not mind the microwave in the background. All right, so we're live again, and here for Game 3. We got the bands already started. We got Yorick, Misfortune, and Tom Kench coming out from the Crispy Cantos, and Trundle, Lulu, Samira from the Soy Gengars, banned out. So I was right, we did get that Samira ban from them. We're redoing the picks apparently. Oh, they picked a set there. There's not set Malphite. And so Gengars cannot pick the protected champs, so all right, looks like we're working out. This noob protection rule is new for season 3, so technical difficulties. And we've got a new spectator link in here. Great the solo casting thing, folks. All right. All right, and coming out already from the Crispy Cantos and Soy Gengars, we got Misfortune, Yorick, Tom Kench again, Lulu, Trundle, and Soy Gengars are thinking. And Samira. I think we're going to see pretty similar to what we just saw and up until that Malphite pick by the Soy Gengars, but we got a Mumu picked from the Cantos. Set being hovered here. Interesting first picks from both teams. Freelord comp again? We got Sejuani first pick out of the Gengars. Ooh, hovering blitz. Now Samumo, I can't tell if we're going to see it as a support or if we're going to see it as a jungle. It's too early to tell, but we've been seeing lots of Amuma support, and it did work out for the Gengar. Ooh, and we got the Seraphine pick. Never mind. That they not get to ban Seraphine out. I am curious to see. Oh, we might actually see the full Freylord comp. We have Sedge, we got Nunu, we got Ash. That's someone you could theoretically send top, someone you could theoretically play support as, and
someone you could theoretically cast with. It's me. I'm back.
With soft pretzels.
That goddamn right. Oh. But yeah.
we got a quiet draft now, according to our streamer overlords.
He is going to try some stuff, maybe fuck around, start the music
Maybe
again.
find out.
And we go.
Annie and Malzahar are both banned, so those are.
We're going to see Josh on something new.
Yeah, I mean he did do well on Cassie.
And, right, I forgot he played Cassie last game already.
Yeah, it's because I gave up Seraphine for Stu here.
Interesting to know.
Been liking their Seraphine.
Good thing to know. Seraphine has been banned in every single game against Stu.
Except this one. Looks like we're going to see Kane here. If we got a Matt in the chat, he'd be excited.
Somebody ping Matt.
Looks like more top from the Crispy Cantos.
Yeah, worked very well with Chris last game.
Yeah,
he looked
very well.
Looked pretty good on the pick.
And the Death Realm too was used very, very well to keep Nunu out of fights and stuff, so we couldn't see another steal. And a Lux mid out of Josh.
He did pull this out yesterday against Trash Pandas. He did very well on it. That was what he played in the one game that they won.
He looked
incredible on it.
I've heard good things about the Lux mid from Josh, so excited to see it live and in person. And the Vel'Koz to finish it off for the Soy Gengars.
Very interesting choosing an artillery mage for Lily, if this is where it's going. Generally known as more of a brawler kind of AP player. Yeah, plays a lot of Silas. She plays the Vex, who goes in. And so, really, I'm really excited to see her on something longer range, poke oriented.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the change in playstyle as well for her too. I mean, hell, I've seen her play Ivern mid. Jake,
you were here for the entire draft. Why don't you break it down?
Well, I mean, I was kind of right. They saw that Samira damage, and they're like, no, we're not having that again. The noob protections are definitely taking a little bit of getting used to this season, but looks like they worked themselves out in the end. There's so much potential for the Freylord comp, by the way. I bet if Trundle wasn't banned, we would have seen Tryndamere and Trundle for those last two picks, but alas, it wasn't meant to be, I guess. Mimumu was shown before the mix-up, but I mean, I do like Ezreal Seraphine for the bot lane, Amumu in the jungle, always strong player. And you know, Chris on Mord, it's gonna be fun stuff. And it looks like someone.
If we could ever get champ select right.
Yeah. It's hard to click a button, guys.
Very difficult.
Right.
As for who won this draft, it's hard to tell.
I mean,
I believe it's going to be a Sedge top and Nunu support, but oh yes, Wee Woo Kane alert.
Yes, Matt again, very happy somewhere, probably doing homework.
Yeah.
But yeah, when he watches this game back later, hopefully, he will smile upon and critique all the mistakes that Andrew is about to do.
Yes. we all uwu for Daddy Kane.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm interested. What do you think of going back to the Nunu support? It worked all right last game. I'll say
it
that.
did.
But now he's up against a more mobile bot lane.
Yes, a much more mobile. I mean, it still did well in the team fights though.
Mm-hmm. He's got to get to that point. And there's a lot more poke. And unless they want to be taking minions, which they could take one minion for healing. But even then, a lot of poke coming out of the Ezreal Seraphine.
Lots of poke.
Mm-hmm. And maybe they could use the Ashe to get some picks with the Nunu. And there's a very heavy pick comp too.
It is.
Ashe, Sejuani.
Now, I'm curious if Andy's been watching enough to do a patented Purple Cane build.
Now, for the viewers at home, tell us, what is Purple Cane?
Basically, you're a Red Cane, but you're an assassin, or you're a Blue Cane and you're a tank. But
I don't know if that second one works.
I don't know either, but I've seen it played by our one and only. Also, we do have some nice messages here. Caitlyn, Rammus, Eloy, Soraka, Pantheon. That's crispy right there. Versus Bard, Ornn, Orianna, and Braum, and Shaco.
Boobs.
I never seen that before.
You've never seen boobs?
I probably did when I was a kid, but we play League of Legends. We don't see those. We play League of Legends. We don't see those around here.
Mm-hmm. That's a violation.
Yeah, you get out of plat if you see boobs. It's in the rules.
All right. We are going to go to a short break as we wait for the spectator delay. But don't go anywhere. We got Silver Scrapes coming up in just 2.5 short minutes. We'll see you then. We are loading in now. After
And it's
that
time to
beautiful
see
rendition of Silver Scrapes.
who wins the skin game.
Yes, brings a tear to my eye every time I hear it. I just think, man, this is the peak.
I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm also in game.
Am I?
Zeros, though, I'm seeing.
Yeah, I just loaded in
2,
fully.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Game 3 of Crispy Cantos and Soy
The
Gengars.
Soy Boys.
Not Soy Boys.
Soy Boy Gengars.
Listen.
Or sorry, soy non-binary Gengars.
Soy non-binary Gengars.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Now, this is some spicy movement here out of Andrew.
He's maneuvering himself all the way behind enemy lines, but as we have seen other times in this series, is it too far?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone's going to spot him out. Well, Chris might right now, but they were expecting the invade. But no, Chris is not going through the jungle. There.
Yeah, no. Wait, do they see him? Hold on, wait.
They do now.
Oh, yes, they do now.
But he wasn't able to act on it.
No, unfortunate.
So it looks like Andrew will be doing a chicken start.
Yes, that's standard on Kane.
And blue start for Mumu here.
Oh! Flash by the Ezreal stops the Nunu. And they both have to flash away. Interesting decision there by Ardit.
It was, yes.
Nunu's going to be able to heal up just fine with a potion and probably a consume. But yeah, Ezreal losing that flash early, not fantastic, but I do definitely respect that play.
So what do these teams got to do to really take this one home with these comps here? I should have asked you that while we were waiting, but
no, it's okay. The game plan. All right. So for the side of Crispy Cantos, there's going to be plenty of team fight. You have a massive team fight comp with a Mumu, with Seraphine, Mordekaiser. You don't have a lot of damage, not a ton, but your team fight is most certainly better. Definitely at max potential than.
Chris might get caught out here.
Oh, but Amumu's here, but Amumu's gonna keep doing his grump. Now he comes over. But Andrew already got the the flash by Arland, and now a TP.
TP from behind.
Oh, and the Q follow! It's an excellent response by Amumu. Unfortunately, could not save the first blood and his top laner's life, but he does get the revenge kill in the end. Oh. Very exciting stuff coming out of the Amumu jungle. 343, 344.
I'm just 2 seconds ahead.
Amumu, not over yet. Still back for more. Well, I guess he missed the Q, and so it didn't really work out. But looks like he is just going to get the double scuttle over Andrew. Andrew does get that first kill, but he loses both scuttles. A lot of experience in those scuttle crabs, especially early on. And it looks like he does have Dark Harvest, so he is going to go Blue Cane. Flash out of the Seraphine, however, an excellent route comes through. and they don't look like they're disengaging quite yet. Ignite goes down onto the Kane. He is preformed Kane. Oh, but he misses the flash Q! And it's going to be a kill going over to Ardit. He ease forward, lands a Q, going to consume, but Vel'Koz E disengages the situation. Ardit also has very low mana. He has no tier, and so he really cannot do much. Very good fighting coming out from the side of Dirty Cantos. Very even early game. But it does see Crispy Cantos. I always say Dirty Cantos. Crispy Cantos coming out as Arland kind of laying the smack down, but is going to get run around, I think. Flash by the Ash. Oh. And Liam takes the kill. Okay, really good kill. Giving that over. That's a shut. That was not a shutdown, but giving the kill over to the mid laner, making sure that she is getting online. Nice and easy. Okay. A little bit of fighting top, but nothing really to speak about. Chris just got a little bit low. First level 6. First level 6. Oh, as a nice
little bit of action
coming out of the Amumu, and it's a layered CC Lily going down. I mean, did I say Lily? I didn't. I said Lucian. That's a champion in League of Legends. It's also a guy's name.
You got the list, right?
That's right. Somebody's got to be named Lucian.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just a League of Legends name.
I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's not like Nunu or Kane. There are people named Lucian or Vel'Koz. Well, okay. Well, Vel'Koz is an interdimensional being.
Yeah, don't diss my boy Vel'Koz like that.
Or Ezreal's a little weird, but it's not like the weirdest. It's not like Mumu. Yeah, see, that's dumb shit.
Yeah, like who the hell will name their kid Steven?
Or Jake. It's such boring.
Yeah, I know. It's like I work for State Farm or some shit.
Or Connor. Man, that sounds like some jackass who
doesn't know how to spell giraffe.
Yeah, doesn't know how to spell giraffe. Doesn't know that Mediterranean food is spicy. And other dumb things about him. Anyway.
Yeah.
Chris Buchanan is going to grab the first dragon of the game pretty early. 12, 17. So looking at a 23 minute soul, or at least 23 minute fourth dragon. Really good early game so far from the side of Chris Buchanos. We saw how they were able to snowball this last time. And I'm really excited to see, what do you think, what lane do you think they should focus here? All lanes are in a pretty good state. I mean, top lane, Chris is down quite a considerable amount. Yeah.
I was about to say, right now they should be focusing on getting that top lane some support. Seems like Chris has been struggling a little bit against Sejuani in the early game, but he gets himself up to speed pretty quick.
Not a big believer of ignoring the losing lane.
I mean, yeah, not usually. I was saying also focus it because, that's where your objective is, but unfortunately the objective won't be there for another couple of seconds, so. So now I'd start looking to focus, push your advantage in the bot lane, or, develop something so you get more of an advantage in the mid lane, or less of an advantage in the mid lane. This isn't for Crispy Cantos, by the way, for, non-binary Gengars. Non-binary Gengars. They're going to need to, I'd say, press your advantage in that top lane. Get that as far ahead as you can. Make sure your Sejuani comes off to push your mid lane advantage. Your bot lane's just Gotta
So
try
you're
to hold
saying
the
get this
control.
Sejuani, you want to focus topside, get this Sejuani out of lane phase so that she can roam?
Yeah, I mean, Sejuani is a traditional jungler, so getting her
Oh, yes.
roaming and pressure, and that Sejuani R pressure just anywhere on the map would be dangerous for.
Speaking of roam,
especially
something I've
Cantos.
noticed in this series is that, well, we have a fight here. Ult coming out from the Seraphine to disengage, but a flash ult from the Nunu and the support of the Kayn gonna make it an easy 2-for-0 kill on the side of the soy non-binary Gengars. Arlen, though, looks like he's gonna clean up at least the Kayn.
Nice cleanup there. Now, what is this Kayn getting? Those are blue stacks, correct?
Oh yeah. Well, if you go Dark Harvest, you're gonna get you're gonna get blue Kayn. That's what you want. And so he's building Whip and Serrated Dirk. What does that build into? Anyway, Arlen's here trying to kill Mikey, and he is gonna get him a good flash out. He gets rooted by the Nunu, but a clean Amumu mechanics play coming out from Arlen. And again, he finds himself with a lot of gold early.
And
really taking
just
control of this jungle match against this matchup against Andrew.
In the mid lane, right here. Looking for something, but doesn't get anything.
Stu, though, finds herself alone with an edgy boy, and he cuts like a knife. And now Ardit is also
a little lonely here, Ardit.
By the Kayn. Tries to support Stu and gets punished for it. That's why you leave your supports to die if they miss position. However, Josh is going to get that nice fat shutdown. Huge advantage for Josh in the mid lane. Farming incredibly well. And has 2 kills to boot as well. Really, really good stuff coming out from Josh on this Lux. He's shown that he's really, really good on this Lux in the 2 games that he's been allowed to play it this series. Right, this season. Sorry, not the series. Dragon is coming up in just 20 seconds. Well, let's take a look at that vision there, Jake. What do you see?
I just see a whole lot of nothing right now. These are some Larkin Wisdom scores, if we're gonna be 100% honest.
Well, it's early yet.
It is still early.
But you know what's not early is Arland killing Luke, despite a TP coming in from the Vel'Koz. He might have overstepped his boundaries, and that's going to be a shutdown for the Sejuani. He's going to flash after Chris. Maybe not. He can't quite finish off the Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz is going to try to clap back. However, yeah. Rift dropped mid lane. Is going to be just solo plates for the Kayn there. And yeah, good play coming out from as Ardit dodges the Ashel. Roots by Stu as a TP comes in. That is Chris. They're not going to get anything. They could get Prio on this dragon, however. And it looks like that is where they're going to rotate.
Yeah, it looks like they are the non-binary soy Gengars are now just giving this drag. Its first drag. Or second drag, even. I can keep track of what's been happening.
Oh, Andrew gets rooted! Great Seraphine ult with the follow-up to come. Bill coming out from the Amumu. Ezreal ult missed. Nunu charging up the ultimate. But Lux ult comes through. Nunu's going to go down. Snewy Brush going to be the next one to go down. Arland is still alive! And so is this Ashe, but the Ashe is not doing anything. Peanuts for damage. Josh is now here. He's going to try to finish off the Mikey, but on the backside, Arland goes down, and Luke picks up another kill onto the Mordekaiser. It is a 3 for No! Josh can't finish off. He has to flash out, but Lily has the support. Another shutdown going over to Lily. It's a bloodbath at the second dragon.
Yeah, it was crazy indeed.
Thanks, voice to my head. Oh, fantastic fight by both teams, honestly. Crispy Cantos get the dragon, and they had a really good start to that fight. They get a couple of early kills, but the extended fights favored the soy non-binary Gengars, as they were able to wait for just like the respawns to come by, and eventually Logan came back up and was able to come in on the Vel'Koz and just kind of finish up that fight. Luke, though, however, was the MVP of that fight, I believe.
He was able to stay alive for way too long, and I don't know if Josh knows this. Luxie will give you vision of a bush, but I don't think it was up yet for him.
Yeah, he was also probably low on mana at the end of that fight. He was using abilities left and right.
Yes, and the reason I say that is because he threw out his Q and his E before he actually knew where. He tried to predict, and he hurt for it.
Yeah, good of Luke though to stay in the bush and wait till Josh face checked. Speaking of Josh face checking, he's about to face check into this Nunu and Vel'Koz damage, and yeah, Lena picks up the kill right there on the Vel'Koz. Now 3-1-2 on the Vel'Koz as Ardent's going aggressive onto Mikey. He looks like he's gonna get it. Oh, another good Seraphine ult. You can see why this is Stu's signature champion. Incredible job as Luke throws out the ult, but goes into the death realm. Don't think it's gonna be happening.
He'll be greeted with a smiling Amumu on his way out.
Well, I don't think Amumu ever smiles, but you get the picture. Ardent now being attacked by the Kayn, but the Kayn looks like the one. Oh, Vel'Koz just gonna open up, but not gonna hit anything. Did not have vision under the tower, and so did not know that Ardent actually dodged to the right instead of going towards the left. So yeah, really good job by Stu and Ardent to pick up the one kill onto Mikey and then get out. Yeah, against the onslaught of the Kayn, the Vel'Koz, and the Nunu.
Josh here's got to get out. He's a little surrounded.
That's more than a little surrounded, but Lily is really dead. Or Lily? That's my bad. Lennox. Yeah. Lennox is dead. And Josh is dead, but Hugh. Oh!
There it is.
The true shot barrage is true. Taken down the Well, you can't play video games in China now anyway, so.
Yep. So I mean, it's for the best, in all honesty.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. So I've gotten, I got another voice in my head. He's saying that, so he's gonna go Board Drinker into Yomu's. That's apparently what the new age Blue Kayn build is. He does not have a tier stacking, so it's unlikely he is going to go Manamune. Nunu comes in, kind of throws a couple of snowballs, big ones, small ones. TP coming in from Luke. Luke, could be a big fight here. There's the Stubaka ult, but he is going to go down. Big Amumu onto the Kayn, but he is also going to escape. Luke in some trouble now. Is going to get poked and killed by the Ezreal. Chris is here. Oh, but an awesome Amumu Q to get the Kayn. However, Josh is kind of in the back line. Ardent is going to get killed. I don't know really what's going on here. This is a crazy fight. It's going to go back. Josh is still alive. Chris is dead. A Mumu is alive still, somehow. There's a Fifth Herald! Oh, he's gonna use the Q to get on, he's gonna kill Mikey! What is going on? A Mumu is the sad mummy who will not die. And somehow, some way...
He's still here!
He steals the mountain, Jake! Oh, what a crazy fight! He's finally gonna die! But Josh is gonna kill... No, it's gonna be Seraphine.
Oh.
Oh my!
And Shelly's still up. Shelly is still up. They got it. They got to rotate.
Yeah, they're gonna rotate. That Rift Herald's not gonna get a charge. That's the second Rift Herald we've seen. Not only thrown down in the middle of a dragon fight, third dragon to be specific, but thrown down on Ved side and thrown down because the bot wave did not push their wave and will not get a charge off. It being the second Rift Herald. Am I taking crazy pills, or is this just the League of Legends drug?
I mean, it is also late, and that got an effect on you. You know.
Mm. Oh my goodness! What
Man,
a
my
crazy
voice in my
fight.
head isn't really nice right now, guys.
Well, the voice in my head is always an asshole. That's just kind of who he is.
Yeah. Never mind the guy running the stream.
Yeah. Got two completely different guys.
Mm.
But Chris had the flash there. He's gonna die to Luke. And the Cade. Ireland has been messing kids up as Nunu is getting done. Is one of the kids? Oh, actual lands. That's a weird purple thing. Did you see that? Okay. Let's look at the. Jake, do you want to talk about the setup for this Baron that is currently up and available?
I don't even know at this point. I mean, there is a nice Maginot line of vision. Again, we got a control wards in both sides of the river. You know, they got the control for the vision control for that Baron.
We got a Boar Lady being taken into the Death Realm, but it's Matt in a 2v1 that he cannot. Not Matt, Chris in a 2v1 he cannot win. Oh, but Seraphine with the massive ult! Mumu over the top.
Mumu?
Lily's dead. Oh, and he follows the Q.
Here comes the
on
Mumu.
Q. It's gonna be 2 kills, and that's gonna be the Baron.
And
That
the
should be the
ADC.
Baron. They're all here. Nobody's dead. They see Ashe bot lane.
They see Nunu mid. I think that's what they're going for right now.
But the only thing they see is a completely alive Baron.
They only see red. They all see red. They're out for blood.
You know, I gotta hand it to them. It definitely, Crispy Cantos is, they're subverting expectations. I mean, obviously that would be a perfect Baron moment right there. However, by not going for it, completely throws them off their game. I mean, we saw with the picks in the top lane that Luisa and Luke were off their game. Especially fantastic turnaround, by the way. The voice in my head is telling me what I did see, which was Layla flashing for some good melee minions.
I think I've seen Miguel do that one.
Yes, famous League of Legends player Miguel, last name. Oh, another Q from Arlen, and another death for Lincoln.
That CC chain it's unbeatable. A stun, a root, a Luxult, it's all it takes.
But bot tier 1 does finally go down. Yeah, Dragon's not up for another 40 seconds. They put one pink ward in the bush. I have no other wards. They had complete control, and they didn't put any other wards. Whatever. They're pressuring them out topside. They're probably gonna go back towards bot.
Yeah. I mean, like, this is... non-binary... Soy non-binary Gengars, they're doing well with that vision control. I mean, they got 2 control wards practically right on top of each other, but...
Yeah, we have 4 of the 5 members have over 20 vision score. Meanwhile, 1 of 5 members on the side of Soy non-binary Gengars has above a 20 vision score. Oh, okay. Well, now Luke has just crested that mark, but still. A little bit of vision dip as Luke throws out the Glacial Prison, but it looks like Lorelei is dead once again. Nunu is gonna get a huge ult off, but they're just too tanky. Arland in the back, he's killing everybody. He's just like tanking. Nunu's dead. Mikey's dead on the Ashe. Kane and Luke are just kind of hanging out now.
It looks like Kane looks like steal here.
No, Kane looks like he has a little bit of FOMO, as in fear of missing out on dying, along with the rest of his team.
It's Kane. He can just do whatever. Blue Kane at that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna be the 25-minute soul.
Ooh.
For Crispy Cantos, and now.
Now, if I were
in a goal deficit,
Gengars, I would be going for.
Well, definitely getting Baron control, but Jake.
Baron control.
The Crispy Cantos are at they're at a gold deficit. They're only down 1 tower, but they have 4 more kills. And it's a significant gold deficit. It's like a 1.5k gold. Tell me, how do you think that they're doing here?
I mean,
like how
team fight, like they are team fighting well, but I'm trying to figure out where all this gold is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of it is. A lot of it's in the lanes.
Yeah, I think it is.
But also, I mean, how must it feel? I mean, I'm sure they can't see the gold, but it's not a good sign for soy Gengars.
To be up in gold and
yes, to be up in gold and losing these fights. A rare miscue on the side of Arland, but Luke is also trying to engage. However, he's a little deep. Oh, the Q! It goes the other way. True shot barrage over the top. Nunu is still alive, but not for long. Kane's in the back, but Ashe really low. Nunu somehow got out of that. That's what?
Yeah.
What the heck? And yeah, but it should just be Baron. They just can't get through the Mountain Soul on the side of Soy non-binary Gengars. As Vel'Koz, or should I say, Landon, just gets poked out and poked away from the Baron. They can't even go for a steal. Oh, barely does not hit the Kane. But you don't. Oh, listen. Oh, that's some style points. Another Q lands for Arland. Another Q lands for Arland.
Oh.
I should probably just stop saying it. I feel like a broken record with all these Qs landing on the Samumu. Just absolutely obliterating the front line and the forward-facing members of Soy non-binary Gengar.
And that Q has got 2 charges now, right? That was a couple updates ago.
That was the change. Interesting that he's in the jungle now. Really, yeah, I mean, really interesting. Just choice to put him in the jungle. I guess it's a flex pick. But they put him in the jungle when he's been so strong and even played in this tournament as a support. Is finally Crispy Cantos gets this this mid-tier 1. That could really open up the map for things like, you know, Elder Dragon. as True Shot Barrage comes through, hits Lily. Oh, that's just a ton of damage. We see, looking at this Ezreal build, has completed Servelda's grudge.
Lily almost died to that.
They are setting up for some sort of play mid here. The Amumu Q goes wide. Look at Andrew sitting in that bush. They don't have vision of him. Lux Root lands, and Luke just has to Q out. I wonder what they're gonna try to make here, because
I mean, they see Andrew now. He walked over a control ward, but.
I wonder what they're very conscious of it, and this turret's going down really quickly. They can't walk up. They don't have any wave clear. What's the wave clear? Lily, who wants to use her spells, and who also is just gonna die because Arlen don't miss. I mean, Andrew's there, but he's on the wrong side. I mean, he's on the wrong side of the rift because what they want, what Crispy Cantos want, is not on that side. They want the Nexus. They're pushing towards it with Baron, with very little wave clear.
Yeah, they still got 15 seconds on Baron.
Seraphino does hit Mikey on the Ash, and Mikey is not long for this world. Mikey goes down, Sejuani goes down. They're trying to do something in the back, but the only thing they're doing in the back is
dying.
Oh, is dying. They've lost the game. GG.
GG's
Another reverse sweep. Second reverse sweep in as many nights for Crispy Cantos. They were the victim of one last night. Tonight they are the victors. And we will see you in just a little bit with our player of the series.
And we are back, folks. 1 second here. Jake, will you do the honors?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have decided on our player of the game, Mr. Arlodind.
Hello.
Congrats, Arland, on
Thank you.
winning our player of the game.
It was a very, very hard fart series. Very exciting series.
Did you say hard fart?
I said he farted really hard before we got in here and went live again, so.
Cheated it and
yeah, it was pretty close.
You're gonna have to check your underpants after that, Steven.
Yeah.
Got the reverse sweep though.
Yeah, no, very good games coming out. After game one was kind of a thrashing though.
True. They kind of gave it to us hard.
What did you change for games 2 and 3 that really helped you come back into this and win the series?
I mean, we kind of shifted our picks. We put Arda on the Samir, which is really good. We put Chris on something he feels really comfortable on top. Like the Mordekaiser was performing really well. I liked it a lot. Josh was playing like Josh usually does. He was playing good. And we kind of were just more vocal games 2 and 3. You know, we saw our mistakes and we just talked out like plan on how to overcome them. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. I do want to talk to you about that second game, the Warwick. Now you obviously had an incredible game on Warwick. You saw that they first picked Trundle. Were you prepared for that? And was
Yeah,
Warwick something
I
that you
expected it.
prepared?
When I saw that they didn't ban the Trundle, I expected them to first pick it. So I roughly knew what kind of jungler I wanted to go into game 2.
Mm-hmm. Was Warwick something you specifically prepared, or was it something that like you just liked playing into the Trundle?
Well, I play Warwick every now and then. I'm kind of shifting more towards like tanky junglers while also doing some sort of damage to help our team out. You know, so the Warwick seemed like a great pick.
Yeah, and then let's talk about the last game. You first game where the Seraphine was not banned. Tell me how you went about looking for that, and then also talk to me about that Amumu. And were you thinking of flexing it, or?
No, we weren't thinking of flexing it. Like, I kind of hate that Amumu is kind of like pick or ban in this tournament. Like, I hate that fucking champion, but I decided like instead of banning it, we have first pick. I'll just play a jungle, you know. And then when they didn't ban Seraphine, we are like, okay, we'll just pick it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So, yeah. Your next match is up against
Kelvis Queens.
Yes, Kelvis Queens. We only have one match against them so far. Hard fought series. Fought. It's getting late.
Yeah, you got there eventually.
So that against Trash Pandas. Anything you want to say to them, or anything that you're expecting? How you think that one's going to go?
I think it's gonna be a hard game, to be honest. Their team's pretty solid. Larkin learning that Tryndamere mid's kind of cringy, to be honest. But yeah, honestly, we're just gonna go into it just like we'll think on the fly. I'm not really like.
Yeah, so I hate to interrupt the interview. However, I would ask that you all tune into the stream right now, as we have a wonderful gift from Alex Idrick himself, creator of this entire tournament, for a graphic, perhaps, that is really sets the mood and stage of our entire tournament and our sportsmanship, really. Truly a wonderful photo. A masterpiece, if I do say so myself.
I mean, honestly,
oh my god.
This is the only thing that this is missing right now is the lobster gif.
I don't know where to put it, but honestly, it's just truly a piece of art.
It's actually so
thank
good.
You so much, Sidroke, for this wonderful picture.
And I think you could turn it sideways and put it above Gamers.
We'll figure it out, but this should be our new intro title screen that you should see before any stream.
Well, yeah,
Gamers game.
It's League Season 3. We gotta step up our game.
Yes, and NFTs should be sold for this. I agree.
An NFT?
Yeah, where's the NFT, guys?
Alright. Ben, you can buy the NFT.
Alright. Arland. Anything you want to say to your opponents? Anything that you think stood out? Or
please stop picking Amumu, bro. I hate that fucking champion.
We're picking
like
what?
Amumu, bro. I hate Amumu, bro. Like, I don't want it to be pick or ban, bro. It's so AIDS.
You heard it here. Thank you so much, Arland. Great series.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Arland. So we have our next game. Do you know what it is yet, Steven? I don't think it's been assigned yet. But
no, because technically this week wasn't supposed to have any other games, but I hear that the crispy Cantos, I think Stu is going to be like out of town next week, so that's why we scheduled our match for for this week.
Okay, so but then the next game should be
Soy
versus
Gengars versus
the Kelvis Queens. Okay. We will see you then, folks. Thank you so much to our casters for a wonderful cast. Very much appreciate it, especially on last minute notice.
Mm-hmm.
Always fun.
Yep. All right. And good evening.
Good evening. Have a good night.
Adios.
Everybody.